we're here at WKU, you know, getting ready to see the cheerleaders. They're going to be out here today, and unfortunately, my daughter, she's not going to be out here because she has sorority stuff that she has to do. So anyway, you hear the bell's going off there. Was it 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock right now. So we're here. We got here about an hour early. Just want to make sure we get that WKU red free T-shirt. But yeah. So anyway, we're waiting for the cheerleaders now. They come out. Alli and Dalton. They'll be doing some stunts, and you'll get to see the big team. I'm pretty excited about it. And so today's Fan Fest day, which is basically where all the football players, they'll be here too, but mainly though the cheerleaders will be here. That's the main thing that the athletes, the cheer athletes will be here. We're excited about that. You know, the national champions, in fact, 2 years in a row national champions cheerleaders, but yeah, the cheerleaders will be here. I thought I saw cheerleaders over there a while ago, so pretty excited about this day. Except for my daughter ain't gonna be here, but you know, I told her I'd do some video, and that way she could see what was going on over here at Fan Fest. And then next week we're having another festival, and that's Hilltopper Fest. So we're gonna be here for that too, and I'm sure the cheerleaders will be here for that too. I'm excited about that. I think there's a cheerleader over there. Well, I'm Donovan. Chester, nice to meet you. Yeah, so we were talking about my hat, where I got my hat. So I got it online, but what do you do here, Chester?
So I'm an event manager here, so anything that happens here on campus as far as events, I do all the parking for that. So,
oh, okay, I got you.
Football games, basketball games, just anything that requires parking.
So you got a pretty big job in.
It's all over campus.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun though.
Yeah, a lot of fun, yeah.
I have a corduroy suit that I bought especially for basketball, to wear for basketball, but it's not quite the right color red. So
I got you.
I wear it, but not as nice as I like to wear it. So I just keep the red shirts on hand for the basketball games.
You're a fan, obviously.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, because you come over and said, I like your hat.
So we do, I do most of the football games, and I'll do even more because I'm getting ready to retire here at the end of the month, so yeah. I'll be able to go to more ball games and football, cool. Basketball, baseball. Yeah. So yeah, appreciate it.
You know, my daughter's on the cheer team.
Okay, yeah.
And
well, I'll see her a lot.
So
co-ed or
co-ed?
Girls? Okay.
Yeah, she's been on there. She's been on it 2 years.
Okay.
Ever since Alli's been here.
Yeah, and you won nationals.
Yeah, you say it one more time.
They're a top. They're a great win. They're one of the. And they can say anything they want to, but cheerleading is definitely a sport, and they do it well. So.
Yeah. Here on that. Yeah, cheerleading is definitely a sport, and athletes for sure. So, and that's the only reason why I come to games.
Well, I come because I started because I work here, but then I've just gotten to enjoy it. So now I'll be able to enjoy a lot more. Yeah. Probably go on a few away games and travel with them just to get away and have some fun. So.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely he knows WKU. He's been around here a long time, but he's retiring. He says we're getting ready to retire, so I'm excited about your retirement, man. Well, hope we'll see you at the game. Maybe we'll get you one of these hats.
Well, I will probably look for the hat. You will see me at the games. So.
See you at the games.
Yeah. So
definitely see him at the games.
If I see your hat, I'm coming at you.
Yeah. Right. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah. Appreciate it.
You don't get any food, and it's $1.
What's happening, man? You doing all right?
Good. How about you?
I'm sorry. Cheerleaders just showed up.
We had stolen from you really fast.
I know. I said the most important people.
What's happening? Hey, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
This is the most important people out here. Yeah. What's up?
How's the camera?
What's happening? Hey, how are you doing?
No, we can't get in line for sure.
What's up, man?
I'm assuming.
So you get that Sony A7 for?
I like that.
Our professional videographer is here.
Yeah, man. What's happening? Yeah, doing
it's pretty good camera, you know.
That FX3.
Oh yeah. Wait, you're getting the S3?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best
one I'm
for
thinking.
sure.
Yeah.
4K 120. Yeah. Honestly, after it makes me want to buy it so bad. The 4 is only a step under it, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, that 4K to 120 sounds so good, you know.
Told Felicity I was gonna do some recording since she's doing.
We gotta get her here.
Yeah. What's happening, man? You doing all right, man?
How y'all doing?
Doing good, man.
players yet?
No, we don't get until the 19th. We don't know. We begged them. We literally told them we'd pay more and do whatever, and they said no.
All 4 of us have called them and been like, hey, can we
Did
like...
you have last year by some measures, the centers for the
My stuff's still in Utah.
fourth best in the NFL.
In Utah
New
still.
quarterback.
So mine's all the way, mine's in my car right now, parked in the garage, and then in a storage unit halfway across town.
Big deals.
Well, the 19th will be here next Saturday, but don't you guys do stuff next Saturday too?
We do, but we already talked to Alli about, Coach Alli about it, and we don't have to do anything about like until like 3 o'clock, so we don't have to shut up until because we'll be moving out.
My name's Cameron Whitty, and I do basically the director of creative video for Western Athletics. So just kind of, everything you see, my whole department. So all the fun stuff and all the goofy stuff you've been seeing.
That's really cool.
That's during the summer. My other workers are students. We have a pretty good program. We just do everything as a team. But during the summer, just like me, we all need time off. So I say you go, I'll deal with everything here. But yeah, so anything fun over the summer has mostly been me running around with with our students here.
That's awesome.
Fun little fun little projects.
My daughter's on the cheer team. Of course, they're national champions,
yeah.
and so it's a big deal. We got and this year our team is amazing. So I may be trying to get some footage from you at some point. Like
if I had footage of them from nationals, I would be so happy. But they were. Varsity, who runs it, and varsity events are notorious for not having great media policy. It makes sense from us.
I've got it. I got it.
They're like, we deal with that. You'll have
I've got a lot of.
Liv was down there, so she was down, had her phone camera out. We just didn't have any whole $20,000.
Well, see, I shot HD on this camera.
Yeah.
And
those handycams are really nice.
Man, I appreciate all you do here at WKU, man. It's such a pleasure meeting you now after seeing all the video and talking to you, man. You got some knowledge on some camera stuff.
We have a lot of fun here, and I'm glad that you guys are around and get to hang out and see all the great stuff. We've got a lot of real fun stuff in store. So
go Tops.
Always keep your eyes peeled, but go Tops and Tops on top.
Yep, Tops on top. Yep. Hey, I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, don't forget the girls. The cheerleading the guys. I know.
They're incredible athletes.
I
couldn't do that if I tried.
Yeah. I may get you to sometime meet me over there. Varsity TV, they won the. It was like 1,200.
Fan vote thing.
Yeah. I told Dalton and Alli to let me know whenever they come in. I like to do some video and stuff. But
I'm sure I'll be there once we figure out the date and time of all that, because that's a big deal.
Yeah, and I'll let you know too I'm sure you and I'll text you. You'll know who I am. So if I get on your nerves, just say, hey man, I'm trying to sleep. You know what I'm saying, or whatever.
No worries at all. No worries at all.
Well, I appreciate it. Keep up the good work, man.
Cool. I'm gonna have a life. It's awesome.
How you doing?
How are you guys?
Doing good. I hadn't seen you.
Yes.
You going back to nationals again?
Oh yeah, that's what they want. They hear. They want me to. So.
Yeah, we got to have you there.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah.
See, I'm a good luck charm now. All right, see ya.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
I know, it was a blast.
Did you get to watch any of the video?
Yeah.
Did you?
I always watch your videos on YouTube.
Oh, awesome. Well, hey, it's good to hear. I like to hear that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's
Well, Felicity's not gonna be here today, so I told her I'd come in video. So.
Oh, I saw you all earlier. That's so nice. Well, they're gonna do a big thing. They were in there practicing. I think they're gonna do it around 3:15 or so.
Okay. Very cool.
It's probably on the other side of this tent. I think it's probably their best option.
But you do everything here, don't you? I saw you were like
Yeah,
quarterbacks
I'm
here.
over our marketing and our ticket office, so yeah.
Well, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be good. Have you all ever came to a fan fest before? Did you?
Yeah, this.
Yeah, because the last one we had was 2019.
She didn't start until 20.
20, yeah. So she was a freshman then, yeah.
Yeah,
we usually have them in Diddle, but it gets really crammed in there, so we wanted to have it outside. And if it would have been blistering hot, we probably would have moved it. But it's actually pretty good weather.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's sweaty, but it's not like overwhelming, overbearing.
It's not raining.
Yeah, and that.
Well, she told me, she said, I want to wear my hat.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of compliments about my hat, And so I've been dying to wear it. And I'm like, I got to wear it. She says, it's too hot. I'm like, no, I'm wearing my hat. I'm wearing my hat. It's my hat.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So anyways. Well,
all right. Well, it's good to see you guys.
Yeah, good seeing you too. And here they are, our WKU cheerleaders. They're here. What's happening, man?
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
Doing good, man.
Hey,
How you doing?
Good to see
Doing
you.
good, man.
Yeah.
Doing good.
I'm glad
You
to
didn't
see
recognize
guys
me, did
out
you?
here. Yeah, I seen the tripod, then I was like, okay, there they go.
Today we're at Fan Fest. We have some people here behind me. They're warming up, playing around. So Fan Fest essentially is for all the freshmen coming in that's moving in today and this week. We have the football team, soccer, volleyball. Everyone's out here. We're introducing ourselves, talking to students, mingling, and it's a good time. There's bouncy houses, games, food. So go Tops. Come to the Hill. If you're in high school, we'd love to see you. Go Tops.
Go Tops. Hey, so most importantly though, the cheer team is here.
The cheer team is here. You know, defending national champions. We are here. 2-time all-girl and co-ed. We are here, and we're here to have a good time. Stay tuned on our road to nationals. You'll see all of our performances and stuff. Like, comment, and subscribe. That's the word. That's the word.
Yeah, like and subscribe for sure, right?
For sure.
So tell me about your experience with the Nationals and the new coaching team.
Okay, so going back to nationals, so of course winning was surreal. Whether it's your first, third, or fifth, it was my first. It was such a surreal moment. Everyone dreams of being a national champion, and the fact that Dalton and Alli came in 3 years ago and restarted, revamped the entire program, and all of us bought in to where not only one team could win, but both teams could win. So now it's we both have a title under our belts, and I guess you can say it's a new atmosphere. It's a new game because it's more so of defending our title and coming back, showing people hey, we got this, we can do this, and showing our worth, if that makes sense. So it's kind of a new vibe, and I like it. I love Dalton and Alli. Dalton and Alli, if you're watching.
So another thing, take us back to when you walked out on the stage after the semis going into the finals. This is a big time.
Yes.
The pressure's on, right?
So this might sound a little weird, but it was so exciting because we were also debuting our new uniform. We were wearing white heel topper. We got it for nationals. So walking out on the floor in that new uniform and day 2, it wasn't really feeling the pressure. It was I guess kind of feeling relieved in the fact that we're going out there. We knew we were going to do well. We were prepared. Dalton and Alli prepared us, and we knew that we were capable of putting out a great routine, and that's what we did.
Yeah. And so when you came out, you greeted each other, out there on the mat.
Yeah.
And that feeling that you had was nothing but confidence, right?
Yes, it was thinking this is the last time we're ever going to do this. So we're we have to put our all into it. This is the last time that we're all going to do our handshakes, our greetings, things like that, say what we say, look at who we look at, every little thing that we do for good luck. It's it's the last time that we're doing it, so we have to make it count.
Well, I watched the video over and over and over. And before y'all ended the video, before you ended the routine, the 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you all already knew you were national winners, right?
Yeah.
You already knew. So, you could tell by the expression on everybody's faces. So what was going through your mind then?
Well, essentially, our number one goal, period, it's not winning, it's hitting. So when we got to the ending pyramid, that final picture that we see where we're coming into the middle, we're all looking beside and we're okay, everyone's in the air. So we knew we hit, and even throughout the whole routine, everyone, we look around are they up? Are they up? And just seeing that everyone's in the air each section, and we're hitting it clean. That final pyramid, seeing everyone in the air, we're yeah, we did that.
I was hoarse. I couldn't even talk after that.
And you know me, if y'all watch, I was already crying. I already started crying, and we didn't even finish the routine. The music was still on.
When they announced you as national champion, I saw you fall to the floor. I mean, you fell to the floor. You was like,
Yeah.
you didn't pass out.
I was on the floor. I'm a crier. I even cried my freshman year when all girl won. Like the emotions, it just takes me.
Yeah.
Question for you.
Yeah.
How do you feel like seeing your daughter out there on that mat, knowing your daughter is a national champion?
Well, hey, look, I want to answer this question. So, it's like no other experience I ever had. I mean, it's just to see your child, and everybody seems like a family nowadays. But to see her achieve something that she's worked so hard for year after year, going through high school and then now college. I mean, I'm so proud of her and proud of her teammates.
I can tell you, I can assure you that she works hard. She works hard.
Hard working.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Well, that's good to hear too, because I know. I mean, that's she's passionate about it. She loves it, and that's what you want.
Love you, FeFe.
Yeah, me too. Love you, FeFe. Go Tops.
Go Tops.
I haven't stepped out of Diddle Arena too much in the last week. I don't think every day's felt like this one. So this is it's a beautiful day on the athletics department for our program for the last year. It's just gone through the roof. 10-point scores, you can have one of your own place. Expect to see Western Kentucky win that NFC. And I think they're going to show it. We've got a lot of work to do, but I like this one. You're good on this one. Here, Michael's about to tackle this. Yeah, go tackle. Yeah, you're on camera now.
Oh.
Oh, Mike! That kind of hurt.
What happened, man? You all right?
Hey, yeah, I'm good.
I'm just glad you grabbed the top of it.
Yeah, I know. I go feel the bacon now.
Oh, I don't know what that was. Thank you. Thank you.
What y'all wanna do when the big ballers check all this girl now?
That's the Lord's Day. We can't run.
All girl, you'll be from 9 to 11. Co-ed, you'll be from 11 to 1 tomorrow, okay? And then okay, listen, a couple things. I know you're missing a couple, but we are starting workouts next week. They put our workout times at like 2 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay? But this is for this week only.
Okay.
I know. Unfortunately, it's this week only. That's all they've let me know is this week and that's it. I'll send specific times. Right now, it's only broken up versus co-ed and all girls. Okay? There shouldn't be anybody with issues. We'll talk about it if it happens to be the case. But we start our fall practice schedule on Monday. Monday. Okay, Monday is all girls, 6 to 9. Co-ed Tuesday, 6 to 9. Thursday, co-ed, 5:30 to 7:30. All girls, 7 to 9. Okay, what we will probably do on this Thursday and a lot of Thursdays going forward, we will combine our practices and do some game day stuff. Okay, we have to take Thursday to kind of prepare for Traditions Night, which is Friday, and also our mock game on Saturday. So we are full speed ahead. It is time to go. We are here, we are ready, and we are nationals ready, and we are game day focused. I'm excited. This is a good day. This is where all tailgating happens. This is where we do Big Red Rally. Typically we're over there. We kind of face that way. They've talked about some different places for us to be. Our tailgate pit that the moms and parents and families set up is over there right in front of, right near the flagpole where we need to run. So, and everybody knows that. We have our Facebook group. Again, make sure your parents are in, or whoever you want to be involved, as far as your family goes, are in that Facebook parent group. Okay, we're talking about pins and shirts and tailgating and money and this, that, and the other, and they're already ready to help me start fundraising. They're already asking those questions, so you need to make sure that your parents are in there because I know you don't communicate with them like they would want you to. Okay? Sound good? Okay. It is now 3:24. You got 20 minutes. You're free to go at 3:45. Okay? And then we'll see you guys in the morning. Yay! Yeah, we can break it down.
Yeah, break it down.
Break it down. Hey, let's see. Mills, you're in charge of the sign bag and the palms getting it back to Diddle. There's an iPad in there. Let me get it real quick.
Top three, top three.
1, 2, 3, toss!
Max, fly!
Yes. Yes.
Leonard!
Okay, perfect. Okay. 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 Again, I don't know what they're going to do with it. Oh, I don't know. Let me text her.
Was she here?
She was getting PT.
Oh, okay.
You're going to take that. Just let me know. I'll probably be over where we were.
Do you know what time when they night?
No, I don't. Literally all I've been told is next week.
So, because I got coached Southland High School, and that's like the day. That's the only day I work at cheer.
Yeah, I have no. I have.
They haven't even.
Yeah, I have no.
Do you know what time it is? Like for this upcoming one?
Yes. Like between 2 and 3. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right.
Go
love
Tops!
fun.
Yeah.
Hey, so I'm excited about this year. We went down to Alabama and watched you all.
Yeah.
As soon as I walked in the door, all these teams, and I noticed, you know, the Tops. I mean, they were looking really good, and so last year, I mean, 2-time national champions now, WKU. I mean, what does it feel like? I mean, what the reality? I know you've been champion for some time, and so in other colleges, right? So how's it feel with your team winning?
There's a lot of excitement going into this year. There's a lot of hunger from both teams. We're so excited for our journey with co-ed this year. They have so much fun with each other, and they're just like a joy to be around every practice. There's a lot of energy, and you can tell that they are ready to do whatever they need to. All girl is so hungry. They're pretty pissed off from last year, and they're ready to avenge a perfect routine. And that is, that's going to be our goal for both teams. Is we're searching for perfection, because if we give them the tools and they execute the way that they should, then that's on us. We're responsible for giving them the tools for success, and that's all they need to focus on, is being as perfect as they can be. And if they work hard and have a good attitude, then the results will come.
I think, answering your question about how's it feel now after winning 2 championships, I think it's just an added pressure, as in not a bad pressure, but a good pressure, and that's a pressure that we like to, set the tone for, this year in our practices. Our kids know that there's that expectation and/or pressure, whichever one you want to call it. But I think that's kind of just a lingering around our practices and in the environment, and we try to make sure that they know that there's that expectation of perfection, and there's that added pressure of what are you going to do now since co-ed's entering into a new division. So we're super excited.
Well, take you back to the last nationals, right? So I mean, you won. You're going into the finals. They take the mat, and you're sitting there watching. You got all this confidence. The team's got all this confidence. You see it. I mean, it's all over everybody's face.
Yeah.
And then of course they hit really well. And in that last, I mean, I watched the video so many times, and I'm like, wow, everybody already knew you won nationals before the routine was even over, right? Yeah. So take me back to that when I know you were over in the coach's box, and you were on the stage, right?
Yeah.
And I was up there. I lost my voice, I think, but anyway,
we all did.
It was so much fun. So take me to that when you knew what happened.
I think we knew with the performance that we had in semifinals, we knew, there was a mistake, but still our scores reflected what we'd prepared the team for all national season. And we knew comfortably we could tell them that all they had to do was what they knew how to do already. And one thing that we went into finals saying was, diddle vibes only. Because co-ed always did so great when they performed in diddle, and just the energy that they had in front of their family, their friends, the people that were rooting for them. That's all that they needed to focus on during their finals routine. And so once, every section just got better and better, and they could feel that. You can feel that energy on the stage as a performer and a competitor. And so I think seeing their faces was more rewarding than really any feeling that we knew that we were going to come away with a championship. But seeing them realize it in the routine and throughout the routine, you could tell from everybody's face, all 18 kids that were up there. And I think that's why it ended so great, and that's why you see the emotion really take over them at the end of the routine. And just, they weren't shocked that they did it. They were so relieved, and they were so grateful that everything that they'd done up until that point was so worth it.
Yeah, we were so picky and hard on them in practices that, the routines that we would call not hits in practices, I think would be hits with any other program, to be honest. And they knew that, and I think that they kind of took that and run with it. They're like, oh, well, other people call this a hit, but y'all not. And I think that that was almost like a relief for them, that expectation was there. And they knew. I had a couple of them tell us before they even took the mat in finals, they said, I've just never been this prepared going into taking the floor. And I think that to me was more of a compliment than I could have gotten from anything else, just knowing that we prepared them, enough to take the floor, and for them to feel confident they could do what they needed to do. So to me, that was enough. So I knew when they were going to take the floor that we were going to be fine, but definitely it was, I think it was better watching their reaction after hitting than it was watching them get called as national champions.
Yeah.
That was more rewarding than anything else.
Agreed.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that when they did announce them as national champions, some of them fell on the floor, and then others were crying, and we were all yelling. But at that point, you did it. Yeah. So it's just so cool to see what you've done with the cheer program, and not only is it, as a parent, as a cheer dad, but listening to what you say and has inspired me in my business, my work, but also winning. We all have that, right? 100%, and I use that all the time. 100%. I don't want no more, no less. Just give me 100%. That's what I want. And then trust factor. Mm-hmm. So some of that, I guess, where does that come from? Is that from other coaches? Is that from you cheerleading? Where did you get the whole,
mindset?
The passion, maybe
I'm a firm believer. I'm not a huge mental coach. I believe in reps, are the most important things to prepare you for anything that you're going to encounter on the floor as a competitor. But then, obviously there are ways to, once you've done the physical readiness and you feel prepared physically, there is a time where you need to focus on what do these athletes feel? What can they think? And how can they not be intimidated by the nerves and the pressure that they're going to feel when they compete. And so just taking them and making it simple for them and realizing that they're in full control every step of the way, and they're in control of their actions, and whatever, absolute responsibility is just something that I will always cling to, and that can carry them through life. You are responsible for whatever outcome you want to see. If you want something to be better, then you need to know that you need to work harder, you need to get better, you need to get smarter, you need to get stronger, you need to get, whatever it might be in aspects of life. And the trust, I believe, through my experience, I always trusted the people that I was on the floor with, and so I think it's important for us to create really good relationships and strong relationships within the team, so that they feel that they want to do things for each other. They don't want to just do it for themselves. They want to be the best that they can because their best friends are on the mat with them, and they don't want to let them down. And ultimately, I think that's what creates stronger performances, is the fact that they want to be their best for their best friend that they're on the floor with.
So the difference between that's what very well put too, and the confidence, and like you said, about doing it over and over and over and over. And I mean, it's you got 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the floor, right? And you train for it for a long time to get there.
Don't get a second shot.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, so, but would you say your transition from cheerleading to coaching has changed much, or it's about the same?
I coached All-Star in between when I was done at UK, and then by the time that I came here, and that was a really big adjustment for me, because my expectations really haven't changed from the people that I've worked with, no matter the age, no matter the recreation or All-Star competitive or not. And so I've had to really do some adjusting, but one thing I've known, or I've grown through the years, is I don't need to lower my expectations because they can't raise to the standards. I need to do a better job of explaining how to rise to the standard that I'm asking them to do, and also making sure that those expectations are clear between us and the athletes. And then, if they can't rise to it, then let's talk. Let's figure out why are you struggling? Why are you unable to rise? Do you not know? Do you not understand? Or are we struggling? Are we not doing a good enough job explaining?
Yeah, I remember clearly the first practice that I walked in and coached right before Alli got hired, and then as soon as she got hired, I can remember those two practices very clearly. We didn't really know much about what the program was in the past, besides just hearsay and things like that, but honestly we really didn't care in a respectful way. We just had the expectation of what our expectation was, and what our administration as the responsibility that they laid out in front of us. They said, we want national championships, you got to do what you got to do to get that. And so from the first day, our expectation was, as high as you can think, and we just we don't care, you got to race to it. There's just no other ifs, ands, buts about it. I remember not ever caring what happened beforehand, or what, in a respectful way. I just remember, I don't really care what happened in the past. This is what it is now, so we got to get to it. So
I think one of my favorite things that an athlete said, and it was literally right after camp this summer, an athlete that we've had for this was going on her third season, and she said at some point, we were manipulated into thinking that we were going to be good, and we didn't have a choice but to be good. And that was a very, I loved hearing that from her, and I appreciated that. And we really respect the group of athletes that we had coming in our first year. They're now going into their junior year, their third season with us, and they know clearly our expectations, and we can honestly step back and they can get a lot of things started and go, and we really love that, and really respect each athlete of that. And they've done a really good job of sharing the leadership role, even from tryouts this year until now, and we're just getting started. So I'm really excited for this group and for these athletes to come into this leadership role. They feel that they've earned this, and so we're excited for them. We trust them, and we feel that they're going to be on our page and be advocates for us every day.
These leaders have been here when they were, not the most talented team at all. It wasn't even full teams on one end. So they've been here when it was the absolute worst that it probably could get, and now they're experiencing some of the best that it could ever get. So I think that that's really cool and special for them. I'm like, this is on your junior year. Imagine even next year, we're astonished every practice. We look at each other and we're wow, how are we going to be able to choose who gets to compete? Because it's going to be hard, but we're proud of it.
Hey, go Tops! And I said I'm so excited about this year, and I'm excited for you all. Job well done.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
I hope that y'all don't mind me videoing as much as I do.
Oh my gosh, we love it.
I mean, there are so many times that we've gone back and watched just last year's nationals process from your YouTube vlogs and things, and just we forget the little things, and we see, you know, a lot of times there's not a lot of time that goes in between those videos, but the amount of change that you see is crazy, and we don't get to see that. You know, we see them every day, especially when it comes to, you know, 2 days and Christmas, from Christmas to nationals, and we're like, we see the same thing every day, so it's hard for us to see the leaps and bounds that they make. And so we appreciate seeing, I mean, I'm excited for it to happen now from literally the beginning. I'm glad you were able to come to camp and just to see everything.
I can't wait to see camp video and then look at nationals video. I think that's going to be, we're all going to be mind blown. I 100% think we will be. So I'm so excited.
We appreciate you and taking the time to do this for us.
You know, I love watching my daughter, and one thing, you know, we've had a lot of coaches, whether it's cheer, it's, but there's always a difference, right? I mean, and I may not leave all this in, but you know, when you see the passion, the desire, that kind of radiates to everybody. And so that's what I see, and I'm like, oh, I gotta capture this. I gotta get this.
It's a once in a lifetime thing. She's not, you know, this is gonna be a once in a lifetime thing. 4 years that she's not gonna get back. So video every minute.
Yeah, it's the hardest thing to realize as an athlete like this. Like, when you're done, and like you have to figure out your whole new identity. So, you know, creating that impact that we can have for them and that they can take the rest of their life, and we want them to remember these 4 or 5 years forever, and they mean something, you know, because they were part of this program that caused them to be so much more successful in life. So.
Well, hey, go Tops!
Yes,
I can't hardly wait.
Go Tops! Let's get it.
There you heard it. Our cheer dad got some good interview here from the national championship coaches. But anyway, I do appreciate it.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right, well, that was it. You heard it. I mean, it's pretty cool talking to Alli and Dalton, wasn't it? I mean, they gave us a lot of insight on this year's team, and you know, to be able to hear that, you know, what their direction is and their confidence level is just amazing. I mean, you know, they're national champions, and you know, they got the pressure on them, you know, to continue to be national champions from now on. I mean, so there's a little more pressure than they had before, even in a sense. But I have confidence, and they have confidence that they'll continue to be national champions for many years to come.
They've got the talent, they've got the willingness to work hard, and I think there's going to be a lot of success in their future.
I definitely do. Yeah, and so many new cheerleaders, new faces, and just the confidence level that they have. I mean, it's huge. I mean, when you can see, and you know, talking to both the coaches, first time I've talked to them, but not really talked to them like I did today. But just their whole view. Anyway, I appreciate it, Alli and Dalton, for spending the time with us today, and then also all the cheerleaders for putting on a good show today. So we're here at the volleyball game. It's WKU. They are also champions, so we're going to check them out for a little bit. And this is a scrimmage. That was good. Wow.